A-Wax, man, kicking it with GK.
It used to have me confused, pointing I'd be happy to shoot. Heard lies homies told me.
GK here, we're kicking with A-Wax today, man. First question, how did you get the name A-Wax?
I got the name A-Wax gangbang when I was a kid. Just similarities to the movie and whatnot. One of my boys, Slowpoke, he's a black gangster disciple. He just seen how things was going with me in the streets and seen how I was doing so much and I could take a break for a minute. He was trying to encourage me to take a break and focus on some music or something different back then, you know, so the name stuck, like, just from the streets, you know what I mean?
Okay, what inspired you to get into hip-hop music? Like anybody or just what?
Rest in peace, MCA, man, you know, like Beastie Boys, that was the first shit I got. I got the Beastie Boys and I got Run DMC when I was a kid, and that like inspired me. I fell in love with hip-hop from there. So from that, like gang banging, we used to just do gang freestyles in the car and shit like that. Was riding home, things like that, and then never took it serious. And then when I went to jail, I was a kid, and my big homie had just got out of jail, so he knew how I was in there. On my way in, he had told me they have music rooms and programs in the jail system that if I was to familiarize myself with it, get familiar with the whole how I get down in the studio scenarios and shit, then I'll be alright. So I did that. When I got into the system, I signed up for those programs in the music rooms, and I didn't go lift weights and just hang out on the yard all day doing what the riffraff do, you know, like I went and I did my music. I focused on that when I was in there and spent a lot of time honing my craft and just studying and listening and the whole everything. So pretty much just life brought me to it, you know? Yeah.
Non-stop. Okay. How does it feel to come from Pittsburgh, a small city, to like going on tour with Drake, working with like big artists, like just that large caliber? Like, how does that feel?
It's kind of surreal, you know? I mean, it's a lot of work went into it behind it. Like, it's a huge leap, but it wasn't like an overnight sensation kind of leap. I got years and years and years of work that a culmination of that has brought me to this point where I'm mingling with the artists of the caliber I am now and things like that. So, I mean, it feels good, but at the same time, certain stuff takes away from it. Having to constantly deal with people who don't understand the music game, like other artists and things like that, and all the downside of the music industry. Like that takes away from what it seems like it might be from the outside looking in. Like I had a perception of how it would be, but now that I'm in a good situation like this, it ain't all it was cracked up to be. Like now I got a lot of people who just count my pockets and things like that. And people get jealous and expect a lot just because they see me doing a lot, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I got loyal friends too who are just happy to, like I am. I'm just happy to be in this. Like when Woody brought me into the game, I was just happy that he told me how to sell CDs and people were giving me this knowledge. I was grateful for that knowledge. You know what I mean? I didn't expect no money that he was getting. I don't feel entitled to none of that. Like, oh, you gotta buy me a chain and you gotta do this. Like, fuck all that. Like, it's just, for me, I'm just grateful to be around these people. These people with a lot of money. So if I'm around these people with a lot, my odds of having a lot of money increase greatly. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. I'm just trying to get my pockets to match their pockets, man, and then we could all have something in common and shit. So as far as that, yeah, I got an opportunity. I'm like the 1%. That's what my boy tell me. I'm like the 1%. Ain't nobody getting rich out here. For the most part, it's a lot of people on this globe, man. And a lot of them ain't never gonna experience what I'm experiencing now and things like that. And for that, I thank God though too. You know, I give praise to God for bringing me through the stuff I've been through.
Okay. How do you feel about Bay Area music right now? You've been through like pretty much every generation growing up with it and all that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the state of Bay Area music right now?
It's dope. To me, it's dope. Like I don't understand a lot of it. Like the fads and stuff. Like everything that's coming and going. Like the way everyone's dressing. Like the green pants with the orange hat with the yellow tie and everything.
Tights
like
and skinny jeans.
Yeah. Like I get it. You want your own identity, but when that fades, all those kids look back and regret that. that portion. Just like people from other generations regretted what they were doing at the time. You know what I mean? Like they will regret it at some point, you know, and it'll come back around. Styles never last too long as far as clothes and things like that. But the music that's coming out is great, you know what I mean? As far as the young generation in the Bay, the music is dope. It's a lot of party music and lighthearted music, and that's cool because that's what the majority of people is. And it's just like, it's entertainment. It's like with movies, you got movies about crime, you got movies about love stories and shit. That's great. One doesn't threaten the other one's lane, you know. Sometimes it just may be more love movies coming out one month than other kind of movie, you know, a kids movie or something. But don't mean it's any different. So with the Bay right now, it's a lot of love music coming and party music, club music. That's cool, you know. It's like a almost hyphy without the hyphy back, and that's cool. I respect it and shit, but at the same time, I do my street lane. I always did one kind of music, and then that's it. I do my street music, and then if I do a song for the ladies or something, it's still street because it's me, and that's what it is at the end of the day. Same with Pittsburgh. I could do a song about being in LA, but I'm from Pittsburgh, California, so it don't matter where I'm talking about or where I'm at and none of that. That's where I come from. That's where I was laced. You know what I mean? I got my game from there. That's where I learned the streets in Pittsburgh when I was a kid. So it don't matter as far as all that. Like nowadays, I'm a big fish in a small pond. You know, so I go to Pittsburgh. The police know me by name and shit. You know, they don't, like things like that. That's no fun as a human. You know what I mean? Like Pittsburgh's a small town, so having Jason Kidd or somebody run up on you like, man, come on, man, I ain't got time for people searching my car and shit, you know, like, as opposed to I could come right 10 minutes away from Pittsburgh and nobody's fucking with me. Police don't know me, they ain't tripping on me, they pull me over, they let me go like everybody else, you know. So things like that it change everything and alter how I gotta move, but that's it, you know. Getting it in.
Yeah. So what's next for you?
Next up, Interstate Trafficking with YG Hootie. I got a Rapper Club mixtape coming on the way. Interstate Trafficking with Hootie's coming in July. That's an album. We got Gucci Mane, Too Short. Flocka's on like 3 songs. All big beats, Southside, Brick Squad producers and shit like that. So it's just big moves from here. I got Everybody Loves Me, French Montana's on there, Styles P. I got all kind of big records coming, big videos. It's just getting bigger and better for me all the way around the board. Like this is my first like actual shot at real music here. This is no more underground. I don't work with local producers and I'm not caught up in the scene. Like truth be told, I really don't even listen to rap music like that, bro. I don't follow shit like that. Like I hear certain songs and shit, you know, on the radio or songs that become bigger. My friends put me up on a song while I'm riding in the car with them. That's it. I don't go download music and keep up on the scene and who's saying what or who's doing this or that. I'm listening to probably different kind of musics than rap too now. I broadened my whole listening.
Kind of matured past.
Yeah. No disrespect to rap neither, but a lot of it's bullshit to me. Just the topics of it and shit. I don't agree with it, but now there is some dope shit too, and I hear shit that impresses me all the time. And just surprises me, like, man, people stepping it up, and that's dope, man, because that's what I've been about my whole career, was just getting better. And every time, if I'm not getting better, I don't see why I should be doing it. Like, if I can't make a better rap than the last one, in my opinion, then I'm just taking up space, man, for somebody else. So when I feel like I reach that point, then it'll be enough for me. But I'm at this, man. I'm getting better every day. I'm more comfortable. I got bigger beats, bigger mixes, the whole everything, man. You know?
Well, where can the world find you online?
Online, Waxface on Twitter, WAXFASE. We on there all the time, turning it up, man. You don't come through, man. You can go ahead and say what's up, tell me go fuck myself, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? I might tell you fuck your mama back, you know? You never know with the kid, man. It might turn up. Turn it up, boys, man. Shout out.
Alright, well, GKENT, we out.
GKENT, man, Pyrex, Ill Burn Squad.
It used to have me confused, pointing I'd be happy to shoot. Heard lies, homies told me.